Hello, my name is Vivian Pinheiro. I go by she, her, and I'm running for the Vice President External Affairs. Yes, over the past year, I've gained a lot of experience in policy, in student government, and understanding politics as a whole. For one, I've worked in an MLA's office. I've, interacted with people in the community, in the society, and understanding the issues that bother people and how to communicate that to the right stakeholders, to the right people, to the right policymakers. And I think I'm the right fit for it because I've had first and interaction with how advocacy works, and I've built relationships. I've been at events, I've staffed events with my the person that I work for, the person in politics that I work for, and I think I see this position as a good avenue to kind of bridge the gap between what students face, students' realities, and policy decision, public decision making and policy making, and how to better favor students and meet the interest of students. So I think I'm a great fit for this role because I have adequate experience, very good enough experience, and I've also been a part of a fellowship where I developed policy proposal, and interesting enough, I was a fellow under a program that was organized by the first Black UMSU president. And I think it was a great opportunity that I'm very grateful for, that I've, built relationships like I mentioned. I got exposure into how politics works in Manitoba. And I think I can bring that experience into student politics that I can do right now in this stage of my life. Yes, I do have a few things that are on my list. For one is going to be the transit, providing transit solution. For one, I've been at club events where I've heard students, or just general random surveys of students missing classes because their buses are cancelled, or the buses are too full to pick them up at their stop. And I think just collaborating with city partners and coming up with reports that allows us to leverage on city relationships to provide solution to this problem, where students are not just left at the bus stop or have to miss a class or miss a lab or miss a test because of that. And I think just having a more structured relationship with the city and using our leverage, because U of M students are a very thousands of U of M students use this bus transit every day. And so I don't think it's just a random policy that or promise that I'm working on. I think it's very important to the city and to U of M students as a whole. And I think beyond that, something that is also very important to me is international student healthcare. I know that it was cut in 2018. And I know that the new government has promised to, they've made an election promise to bring it back and work on it. And I know that over the past year, 2 years, there have been previous people in this role that have worked on this same thing. And I think it's very important that I continue that pace, and through coordinated provincial advocacy, whether it's through the Manitoba Alliance for post-secondary students or even other institutions, to make sure that it's like an item on the table that is properly taken care of and provide solutions are provided for. And it's very important to always highlight and show real data, show real reasons why this is very important for international students and even the Manitoba government, Manitoba economy as a whole. And yeah, I've read news articles, and I think it's a great start for my campaign. It's a great start for the next year that I can work on. And also beyond that, cost of living for students also affect how they access education. And so tuition predictability is very important to me. And when renters protection to avoid just random increases in their rent, and just providing more support to student renters, and of course whatever can make students' life easier and better on campus, whether it's through their cost of living, whether it's through international student healthcare, or even something as inconsequential as catching the bus when you're supposed to. These are all things that I would really want to work on as Vice President of External Affairs. Yes, I would say experience, strategy, and momentum. Experience because, like I have detailed, I have quite a good amount of experience interacting with people in government, different levels of government, stakeholders in the city, in the province. And I think experience is very important. I also have experience with student leadership on campus. I volunteer a lot on campus with my faculty, with the university. And I think experience really is important to know what you're doing, to know what you're setting yourself up for. And strategy as well, like I said, it's very important to, like have coordinated advocacy where you're not just like making one standoff promises, but you're actually making actions or putting actions behind them and creating strategic promises. And lastly, I would say momentum, because very important to me is the ability to continue. I do not believe that advocacy has to reset every year with the new Vice President of External Affairs. I think continuity is very important, and I think I can definitely build on the momentum that has been created in the past to make sure that actual student issues are being solved and brought to an end, to an halt. So I would say experience, strategy, and momentum for sure. Yes, so like I mentioned, I'm Vivian Pinheiro. I am a Nigerian and I'm an international student. I'm currently in my second year. I'm studying global political economy. I have experience working with the government. I volunteer a lot on campus. I love going for on-campus events and meeting new people and interacting with new people. I'm also a student senator, and just like interacting with students and the issues that they face and just engaging in those kind of conversations. But beyond that, I also love watching YouTube. I love watching YouTube essays and just like on random topics, whether it's like politics, whether it's like religion, whether it's like culture. So I love watching YouTube essays, and I also love music. I am a chorister and I'm a soprano singer, so if that counts. So I guess that's like a little hobby of mine that I have time for, because yeah, that's all I can do. But a fun fact I would say is I love to succeed in my classes. I love to go for office hours. I love to get good grades, be proud of myself, and yeah, that's pretty much it.